The re-emergence of the discussion about the civilization that fallen angels brought to Earth has sent shockwaves that have alarmed scientists. There are tremendous awareness coupled with joy among those who are not Europeans, upending long-held narratives of human history that civilization came not from any race here on Earth, but from fallen angels and their offspring, the giants, who were great men of old that positively influenced our civilization here on Earth. The Hebrew Bible describes the Nephilim as huge, powerful, and enigmatic entities or humans. Nephilim is a Hebrew word that might signify the fallen ones or giants depending on the translation. It's unclear where they came from, but the Bible said they came from heaven just as their name suggests, the fallen ones. The giants, therefore, are the progeny of humans and fallen angels. Within the scientific world, the re-emergence of discussion on a controversial giant civilization has sent shockwaves that have surprised and even alarmed scientists who thought otherwise. The tremendous ramifications of this discussion, coupled with its evidence, have left previously skeptical scientists both interested and worried, upending long-held narratives of human history as taught in our schools. Egyptians supporting record of giants. Egyptians has records that support the existence of giants in the history. The Egyptian execration writings of the Middle Kingdom, 2055-1650 BC, list the Anakites, who are connected to the Nephilim, giants, as one of Egypt's political adversaries in Canaan. Biblical records of giant in the Hebrew culture. The Hebrew Bible contains 3 verses about the Nephilim. The Pentateuch is the source of 2 of them. The first instance occurs just prior to the story of Noah's Ark in Genesis 6:1-4. The text of Genesis 6:4 says this: "The Nephilim lived on earth throughout those times, as well as later when the sons of God entered human marriages and had offspring with them. These were the same men who were famous and powerful in the past, the ancient kings." The Hebrew word Nephilim is translated as giants in the Bible, whereas it is simply transliterated as Nephilim in the Jewish Publication Society's translation. The confusion surrounding the meaning of Genesis 6:4, which asks us to believe either that the Nephilim are the sons of God, or that their progeny are the mighty men of old, men of renown, complexes our understanding of themselves. In the book of Numbers 13, 11 of the 12 spies characterize the Anakites, a Rephite tribe, as descended from the Nephilim. "And there we saw the giants, the sons of Anak, descendants of the giants, and we were in our own sight as grasshoppers, and so we were in their sight." Where did the giants come from and what happened to them? The book of Enoch elaborates on the account of the Nephilim, giants. The Nephilim's genesis is linked to fallen angels, specifically the egregoroi, watchers, as written in the 19th century Greek, Aramaic, and the manuscripts of Enoch and Jubilees, which are housed in the Vatican Library and the British Museum. High-ranking angel Samyaza is said to be leading a rebellious group of angels on a mission to Earth to engage in sexual relations with female humans. And as the number of human children increased, it happened that they began to have lovely and attractive daughters at that time. When the angels, who are the offspring of heaven, sons of God, saw them, they became lustful for one another, and exclaimed, "Come, let us choose us wives from among the children of men and beget us children." Their leader, Semjaza, then addressed the group, saying, "I fear ye will not indeed agree to do this deed, and I alone shall have to pay the penalty of a great sin. Let us all swear an oath, and all bind ourselves by mutual imprecations not to abandon this plan, but to do this thing," was how they all responded to him. Then they all spoke at once and vowed to abide by each other's expectations. There were 200 of them in total, who descended to the summit of Mount Hermon during Jared's time. They gave the mountain that name because they had pledged to one another and bonded themselves by imprecations on it. According to one story, the offspring of the Nephilim are referred to as the Eliod, and although they are seen as a distinct race, they suffer the same fate as the Nephilim. A location of total darkness called Tartarus is thought to have been inhabited by the fallen angels who gave birth to the giants. According to the Bible in Genesis chapter 6, God destroyed the world during the time of Noah to eliminate the giants and their descendants who were wicked, barbaric, and even cannibalistic at that time. God allowed 10% of the giants' disembodied spirits to survive the flood as demons who would endeavor to mislead humanity until the Last Judgment. Dr. Michael Heiser, an expert on the Old Testament from the universities of Pennsylvania and Wisconsin-Madison, put out a similar perspective. According to his book, The Unseen Realm, the Nephilim's disembodied spirits evolved into what are referred to as demons or unclean spirits. The Book of Jubilees, in addition to Enoch, adds that one of God's intentions for flooding the earth during Noah's time was to purge the planet of these giants, Nephilim. The Nephilim are portrayed in these texts as malevolent giants, an intense quest for knowledge, along with a concomitant feeling of excitement and restlessness, has been sparked by the need to understand the important role of these fallen angels that helped establish civilization here on Earth. At the crossroads of curiosity and terror, researchers must face the unknown and discover the mysteries concealed in the artifacts, buildings, and other remnants of this mysterious civilization of giants. This discovery of the fact that there were giants here on Earth has a tremendous impact on the very essence of our concept of the human journey, and the terror it instills is not just a reaction to the unexpected. Scientists must overcome their fear of the unknown and come to terms with the endless possibilities and uncertainties this awareness of extraterrestrial influence civilization presents as they consider the implications. The significance of this discovery makes one wonder about the existence of additional undiscovered influence of alien societies that may be buried behind layers of time and geography, in addition to other civilizations unknown to us yet. The scientific community is now faced with navigating unfamiliar waters, facing concerns and uncovering the mysteries lurking beneath the surface of this surprising revelation in this uncertain context. In addition to being an attempt to comprehend historical events, the expedition to the center of this unspoken lost civilization is a monument to how human curiosity can persevere in the face of the breathtaking beauty that discoveries can uncover. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, share, and comment below.